Hello everyone, it's day 85 of President Bola Tinubu's administration, and the 45 ministers sworn in yesterday by the president have resumed work, meeting with senior officials in their various ministries and charting the path under their leadership. Thanks for joining us on the program. I am Nifemi Oguntoye. You can join the conversation now on Twitter if you use the hashtag #first100days. Remember to tag at TVC News NJ. Let's begin with an update on the Niger situation. The ECOWAS Envoy to Niger Republic are saying there are hopes of a diplomatic solution to the political standoff in the country without necessarily resorting to the use of force. Nigeria's former military president Abdulsalami Abubakar said this after a meeting with President Bola Tinubu today, where he briefed him on the outcome of his mission to the landlocked West African country. General Abubakar had met with the military coup leaders and the deposed President Mohamed Bazoum after the first effort failed due to the resistance put up by the country's military. The ECOWAS envoy said the announcement of a 3-year transition plan by the military junta is solely their position, but he believes President Tinubu, as ECOWAS chair, will consult with other members of the Authority of Heads of States, and talks will also continue toward resolving the standoff.
Like I said, we started talking. We made their own points, and then I made my report to the chairman of the ECOWAS Heads of State and President. He will now consult with his colleagues, and then the ding-dong starts, and we'll get somewhere, hopefully. Hopefully, diplomacy will see the better of this thing. Nobody wants to go to war. It doesn't pay anybody. But then again, you know, our leaders have said if all fails, and I don't think all will fail, we'll get somewhere. We'll get out of this mess.
Former military president Abdulsalam Abubakar there, who was Nigeria's envoy to Niger. State House correspondent Femi Akonde joins me now for more details. So the former president, we understand, was back in Niger, and this time he met with the junta and President Bazoum. There were concerns about the president's state of health. Did he talk about how the president is faring, Femi?
Well, Ifemi, he did not give us in details what he discussed with President Tinubu as chairman of ECOWAS. That is between him and President Tinubu, and President Tinubu will further go on to brief the Authority of Heads of State and Government on the report brought by General Abdulsalami Abubakar as the ECOWAS envoy to Niger Republic. But you know, in that country, Niamey, he talked about the state of health of the post-president Mohamed Bazoum. He said it's a matter of concern for them. They discussed that with the deposed president. But he said that the deposed president is in good spirit and is hopeful that the situation will be resolved. What they also did is to talk to the military coup leaders to ensure that Mohamed Bazoum is given the best treatment, quality health care, and just to ensure that he's properly taken care of while still being held by the military coup plotters, as they also wait for this whole political standoff to be resolved. Nifemi.
It would seem that the regional bloc itself is favoring a more diplomatic approach other than its initial threat of a military action. But what's the body language within the presidency in this regard?
Well, what the regional bloc did was to put its standby force, or to activate its standby force. That is, if they exhaust all diplomatic options, all other avenues to restore constitutional order and resolve the political standoff, that is when they will resort to the use of force. That is the last option, and they are very careful in this regard and ensuring that, well, still mounting pressure, talking to people that also have influence within the Niger Republic to try to prevail on the military coup plotters to restore constitutional order. They recorded the first step in that direction with the meeting between General Abdulsalami Abubakar and the military coup plotters. You know, this further pushes back the option of the use of force, because the coup leaders have opened up now and started talking to ECOWAS through this special envoy. We expect these talks to continue. It is when ECOWAS meets a brick wall, that is when they might again meet to consider how and when to deploy boots on the ground in Niger Republic. And you should also know that ECOWAS is getting support across the world. The latest is coming from the African Union, suspending Niger Republic from the body of the African Union, and also insisting that all other member countries should not act in a way that will jeopardize the interests of the region or not work with foreign interests to the advantage of the coup plotters in Niger Republic. So all of this is further piling pressure on the coup leaders in Niger Republic, tightening the noose around their neck, and everyone is just waiting to see when they will budge. Nifemi.
Interesting days ahead. State House correspondent Femi Akonde live for us from the presidential villa.